So what's your name?
Jeffrey Danchie. Jeffrey Danchie.
Where did you start playing basketball?
Well, it really started at a school in East London. The name is Homerton House School. The dynasty's over, put it that way.
So, what position do you play? What position do you?
I play the one. That's the, we call it the playmaker. So, I'll come down, make sure all the players, the 5 players in the court, are supposed to be where they're meant to be, and they play.
What do you think when you think of hard work? What comes to mind when you hear the phrase hard work? What does that mean to you?
Well, that's a very interesting question. Well, for me personally, hard work is just, giving it all, like going that extra mile, when somebody's sleeping in to 11, you're up 7, running laps, getting jump shots in the morning, lifting weights, just being competitive. That's what hard work means for me.
Could you tell me, have you played outside of the UK before? Have you played in any other places, any other countries?
Yeah, I had the opportunity to go to New York for 1 year. It was at high school. It was a great experience, but unfortunately I didn't get a full ride to go to college. So that journey was cut short. So I came back to the UK and then, been playing since then.
What was the name of the school that you went to when you was in New York?
Frederick Douglass. Great Frederick Douglass, If you never heard of him, he quotes, "Without struggle, there's no progress." So, without struggle, there's no progress. That's Frederick Douglass.
Okay. So, when you came back, where did you play after when you came back to England?
I came back. I enrolled at Hanley College, did 1 year art course, and then went off to university in Plymouth. Played there for 4 years with the BBL team. My first 3 years, I was a student athlete, so I was given a scholarship. But my last year, my 4th year, I was given a pro contract to play for the Raiders, which was decent enough. It wasn't the best that I wanted because I didn't play a lot, but it was professional, and all I did was play basketball. So it was good.
Good job. What do you think? What is the hardest thing about playing basketball in the UK over the summer?
Wow, that's a very good question. Another one. It's no facilities. It's very difficult, to find a place where you can play. It's for one to hire a court. It's like £30 an hour. I just think there's no facilities where everybody across London can come together and scrimmage. And that's one of the downfalls.
What do you think about the UK, the talent in the UK for basketball?
I think there's a lot of talent in the UK. It's a shame that the higher we go, as in playing professional, we seem to kind of like put our homegrown talents to the side and get imports in, whether they be European or from the States. But personally, I think there's a lot of English, UK talent. But sometimes we just put it to the side and just go for the easy option and get imports in, which is a shame really. I think we need to start investing in our own. It'll be a brighter future for everybody.
Have you played anywhere in Europe at all?
I haven't. I've been to a few tryouts in Europe. Just recently came back from Italy, trying out over there. Went out to Germany when I was real young, 18. Tried out in the team over there, but that's in terms of a whole season. I haven't played abroad overseas. I would love to. I'll be great, but at the moment I haven't. That's something I want to do. So.
How many? Let me think about the phrases. Have you ever thought of quitting in basketball, like stop playing, because of the lack of opportunities that there are in the UK, or the lack of facilities? Because it sometimes seems like, from what I've heard from most players, it seems like it's a constant uphill struggle to actually be able to practice, or to actually find a team within London where you could actually, practice and play, with your work commitments. What keeps you? The question is, let me find it. What keeps you going? What is it about you that separates yourself from everybody else and keeps you going when you feel like, you want to quit, or basketball's not really paying the bills? What keeps you going and keeps you focused on?
It's just the love, man. It's the love for the game. I know some people may, think that's not a very good answer, but it's just, when you love something, it's hard to let go. Sometimes you definitely feel like giving up playing ball. You think, oh, how am I going to pay my bills? Especially when you're growing up. You get to 18, 19, you got different responsibilities. But when you have that love, I've been playing since I was 11, and it's just hard to just give it up. When I play, I feel liberated. And my mind is clear. I just feel fresh. I can just go out and have fun with the sport. That's what keeps me going.
Do you think it's a good idea that this year there's going to be a London Pro-Am at the Space Centre? Do you think that's a good idea? Do you think that's something that... could you tell me a little bit about what the London Pro-Am would mean to you? And, because, there's going to be games and leagues and there's going to be playoffs. Do you think that will help keep players competitive over the summer, rather than traveling to all these different countries where you can keep everyone close and everyone can meet at one place and still compete at a high level where there's a program? What do you think about that, the idea and the concept?
I think it's a great idea. I think, like you said, it brings everybody together. For me personally, it's in East London. It's like around the corner from me, so it just gives me more opportunity to come and play in the summertime. Where in the past I had to travel maybe to South London, maybe go overseas, and get some decent scrimmage. But Pro-Am coming to Hackney College space, I think it's a great idea, and I just hope that in the future it develops and we can have more coaches, maybe coaches from overseas, and you can get to see the UK talent, which stops us from traveling all the way overseas to go and try out in Italy, Germany. If it's over here in the UK, it makes everybody want to come and compete. So I think it's a great idea, and I just hope. Okay, yeah. My name, you probably know me already. It's Jeff Danchie, and I'm a part of the London Pro-Am this summer. Peace.
Good job, man.